Hello and welcome to Primal Pot. This is how to keep and care for superworms and mealworms. Obviously superworms provide a great alternative for mealworms because they generally hold a lot more nutrition, and mealworms generally, sometimes they carry pesticides, which is very unlikely.
Okay, so for the bedding, we have a 50-50 mixture of aspen shavings and Weetabix. The Weetabix is a really good source of fibre, and we put quite a bit in it as well because they really like to burrow.
So for moisture, we give our superworms a banana peel. These are old bananas grown from home because obviously you get them from supermarkets, they contain pesticides. But if not, just sow some cotton and that should be fine. For food, you give them some broccoli or some lettuce or something. Anything with high amount of calcium and protein in it, because that's obviously going to go down to your deco or whatever you're going to feed them to.
I would just like to say, if you don't want to breed these animals, I would not isolate any mealworm or superworm, because therefore they're going to pupate and turn into beetles. And as far as the beetles are concerned, they're quite useless because most reptiles won't eat them due to a chemical they actually release. So you kind of have two options here. You can either put them into their own separate tank for a breeding tank, or the other would just be to dispose of them in another way, but do not release them into the wild because obviously they'll become an invasive species. And you should change your fruit and vegetables every day to prevent them decomposing, as if they do decompose, these could potentially spread disease throughout all your feeder insects, and that is not good as you're feeding them to your reptiles. And the last point I would say is to put in, when you buy superworms or mealworms, you sometimes get the special dust they come with that actually contains maggots to feed on the dead ones. So I would also put that in and mix it with the cereal substrate. No additional heating is required, and they should be kept at room temperature in a very well ventilated tank. That's basically it. They are very practical and easy to keep feeder insects, and I could not recommend them more. And thank you very much for watching.